Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris Console Edition video. It is the year 2587, and in the war in heaven we are now definitely winning. The Bavi are at 100% war exhaustion. We are at 85%, but unfortunately in the last video we were dealt a major defeat by the Prethrine Scourge. So I am designing ships specifically to take them on. I'm not going to show most of this footage because I can only have 50 clips in each of these video projects, and so I had to cut some of this. But basically the Scourge don't use shields and they use kinetic weaponry, so I'm going to design ships to take advantage of those things. But in the meantime, order has been restored on Decree, so that's good news. Usually we get reports of scum and villainy, but sometimes we can restore order. Our fleets were missing for over a year after that major defeat, but they have once again reappeared in the Ijogen system. Each fleet is still around 30k. I'm not going to disband them and completely rebuild. I'm just going to fill in the blanks with some of our new ship designs because I want to get back into battle as soon as possible, and I feel like a total rebuild would take too long. Order has been restored on Skrekin. So we are getting little bits of good news here and there. We can use all the good news that we can get. Our deal to import exotic gases has run out, and once again we will renew that deal, because if I don't do this, as we have found out, I will run out of exotic gases, and that's not good. Our mirror dimension counterparts seem to be doing well with their economy and their war effort, so that's good news. But I finally decided it was time for our fleets to get back into action and back to attacking the Scourge. So we're going to bring them down, have them attack. The Scourge seem to be focusing on the left side of the galaxy, so I feel like maybe if we attack the right side of their space, then maybe they will split up their fleets. So we'll see how that goes.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
The Senate has passed regulatory facilitation, so I guess that's good. I don't know. I assume it's good. I think I voted for it. I don't really remember.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
So far, so good. Our new ship designs seem to be having an effect, even though at this point they are still sort of a minority among our forces, but over time we will have more of the new designs in the fleet. So we're going to move on to this next system, but before we can get there, something kind of major happens.
Planetary Invasion alert. Malignant atmospheric incursion detected.
There has been a revolt on one of our colonies, and we have actually lost the colony. It's over here on the left side of the map. And, whatever. I don't care. Have at it. Take the damn planet for all I care. The Amari Directors have made a satellite out of the Cyrilan Supervisors. The Cyrilan Supervisors are they are the colony that revolted against me. So they're still technically on our side in the war, so that's good. Not that it really matters. So we've taken a pretty good amount of Scourge space, except for this one planet here. And I'm kind of trying to decide where to go next. There are some large groups of Scourge fleets in the area. So I don't want to get ambushed again. Of course, like the song says, you can't always get what you want, but in the meantime, the Senate is voting on another resolution, the Charter of Workers' Rights. It would increase our diplomatic weight from POPs. It would increase worker happiness. And a little increase to worker political power. There is an opponent, but we are going to vote in favor of that resolution. As we move our fleets a little bit farther to the north, the Amari Directors have made a satellite out of the cannabinoid hierarchy. So once again, it's just a very small one system empire, but technically they are on our side. So that's good. There is a large group of Scourge fleets up here, and I'm quite intimidated by them. They're not moving directly toward us right now, but seeing them did scare me enough that I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and bring my fleets back to Ijajan for the moment, and we will repair and reinforce some more. But in the meantime, I've noticed that I have enough food to activate our relic. And activating the relic gives us a small fleet of Prethrine. They are at Earth right now. But I'm going to bring them down to Ijajan to join the rest of our fleets. Hopefully they'll help us out in the future. Strangely enough, while we are trying to repair and reinforce, a bunch of ships have appeared in other places, so I'm going to have to bring them to Ijajan and merge them with our other fleets. Kind of annoying, but never mind that. Order has been restored on Vitikre. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm going to say Vitikre, but order has been restored. That's good. That's good news. Our construction ship is flying down to the south to claim some of the space that we have taken back from the Scourge. I was going to send them much further to the south, but I changed my mind and decided to just grab these few systems up here for now. We can take control of this choke point, and we can get a few more resources, which should help us. In the meantime, our edict that lowers our consumer goods usage has run out, so we are going to renew that. And the High Kingdom have somehow claimed some space within our space. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. I just suddenly noticed it. But back to our immediate business, a couple of more edicts have run out. We're going to renew those two. They increase our mineral output and our energy credit output, but also I'm going to start an edict that lowers the upkeep cost for our fleets and also increases our naval capacity. So both of those things should help us in our war with the Scourge. Hopefully, theoretically. But I think finally it's time for our fleets to re-engage with the Scourge, and so we're going to bring them down here and attack the Scourge once more. And also, our small fleet of Prethrine are going to follow, but they're very slow, so they're falling behind. And in the meantime, our deal to import exotic gases has run out once again, and once again we are going to renew that deal. We're also going to bring our Colossus down and neutron sweep a Scourge Planet. The Senate has voted against workers' rights. So once again, workers get screwed. But never mind that. Let's get back to attacking the Scourge. Our Colossus is approaching its destination. But in the meantime, there is more business in the Senate. The Senate has another resolution to vote on, the Guardian Angels Act. It would decrease our diplomatic weight from our fleet power. It would increase Defense Army morale, but it would also increase Army upkeep. So I'm kind of torn on this, but I'm going to go ahead and vote against this because I have other things to think about, namely our Colossus as it approaches a Scourge Planet. We are going to neutron sweep this planet. Like I told you in the last video, this is my very first Colossus that I've ever built in any of my games, and so I like to watch it. I like to watch it at work. It is a neutron sweeper, so what it does is that it wipes out all intelligent life on a planet, but it leaves machines and I guess buildings intact. So as a machine empire, we could make use of this planet theoretically. We probably won't, to be quite honest, but we could. And also, I guess the Scourge could come back and retake this planet, but for now, the Scourge have been wiped off this planet. They lost some more space, and I'm going to go ahead and bring our Colossus back up to Ijajan for now. Meanwhile, our fleets are moving on. Not all of these systems have star bases to attack. This one has a Scourge planet, but we're going to go ahead and move on to this system. And now it's time for another huge mistake. I decided to go ahead and fly into this system and attack what I thought was a single fleet, but as you're going to see, it's actually a bunch of fleets all kind of sitting on top of each other. And my fleets are about to be destroyed once again, but I decided to let the battle play out just to see what would happen. I guess let's enjoy this if we can. So, once again, a major defeat at the hands of the Prethrine Scourge. But that's okay, because that gives me an excuse to build more of our new ships. And hopefully, having more of those new designs mixed in will will help us out in those battles. But I think for now, we're going to end this video here. I think it's just a matter of time before we win the war in heaven. I don't know how that works, but we're just kind of waiting for them to give up the Bavi. I don't know what this little blue light is here in the upper left-hand corner. I'm kind of it kind of makes me nervous. So we'll see what that is. But for now, as always, thanks very much for watching.